What's up, people? Welcome back to the program. They hit the bid program. Yes. I'm glad I'm making some new fans, and I'm going to get all these emails out to you one by one. We'll all be a happy-go-lucky type of family. Fantastic day here as the Iron Maiden blasts in the background. I hope you're all fans of the Iron Maiden. I know you're all fans of the Mothra. Just let me point out right now for all you Mothra fans, there is only one or two monsters that were better than Mothra. Of course, Rodan is my favorite because we have a dance too. I don't know if we ever did the Rodan. One day we'll all Rodan together. I'll show you how to. It's kind of like a mosh step, and then we go into the Rodan. It's a dance step we've been doing since childhood. One day you'll learn about it. When you become more of a Hit the Bid member and a part of the family, you'll learn all the intricacies and subtle nuances that we're all doing here at the Hit the Bid family, and you'll get Tourette's just like the rest of us. Ow, ow, meat, ow, ow. But today, Tick Boy, as we affectionately call him in the office over there, Tick Boy is someone who has a charting system. He listens to the tick charts. He actually can hear what the market does. But here's the situation, and this is why, and this can be pointed right back at myself, it's why you can't listen to anybody as far as what you're going to do. I mean, I give great advice. I give great entries on stocks intraday, and obviously making predictions of what these things are going to do tomorrow or the next day is kind of worthless because it all changes. So I'm shorting everything. I'm looking at CMG, Netflix, Priceline. I see how the high-flying stocks are getting weak. Gives me the indication that the market's about to roll over. I'm also looking at the Baidu indicator, which has been weak over the last couple of days. Google has lost its leadership. And what happens when the stock market loses its leadership? What happens when the stock market loses its leadership? This is when the question and answer period would start. You're supposed to answer. The market gets to be choppy, uncertain, and normally will sell off. So, let me dial this down a second. What happened was, Chart Boy, who notoriously watches the TNA and the TZA, he has his stochastics and Bollinger Bands and the ticks set up in a certain way that pretty much gives him an idea of when to get in and out of this TZA and the TNA. Now, these things pertain nothing to me. So I'm shorting the stock market, and in he runs saying, this is not a good time to be short. The market looks like it's going to start tacking on some more, and we were already pretty much at the highs of the day. So he was right for a good 5 or 6 minutes, and then we rolled over, and I refused to get re-short a lot of these positions. I managed to hang on to the Priceline short, and I know, here we are again, talking about the winners. But let me talk about the losers. So let's look at the PANL, because the greatest part of the Hit the Bid scenario, and don't forget this, people, is getting in when I get out. As stupid and irresponsible as that sounds, these are the trades that work the best. So let's take a look at what I got out of. We got out of the PANL short at 34.20. I put an offer out there to short it at 34. Didn't think it was going to break the whole number. Broke it, managed to lose $200 on it. The stock plummets 2 points precisely after I get out. Then I was like, you know what, maybe I'll short the CRE, because when the PANL is weak, normally the CRE gets weak, and vice versa. So then I go try to short the CRE. Don't get the CRE short. Don't want to sell down after my entry point was not taken. Stubborn bastard that I am. Don't want to short it 10 cents lower from where I wanted to get in my trade, even though 10 cents shouldn't make a difference, but of course it does to me. So the non-trades are always great trades. So I announced to the chat room, I'm looking to get CRE short here, and I didn't get my trade done. You might want to short the CRE here. Down goes CRE. 2 points. Then I was trying to get some shares of soda, so I started selling naked calls because you can't get short the soda. And the soda proceeds to go green. In runs Tick Boy at the same precise time. So I better get out of these naked calls on the soda, and the soda plummets 3 points. So don't forget, people, as smart and educated as I am, the real beauty of what I do is getting out of those stocks and having them move the precise direction that I was normally going to make money on 2 minutes earlier. What did I just say? The bottom line is, what you're going to have to do is when the paywall is up and the talk show is ready to rock and roll, you're going to learn, because I'm going to be talking continuously. You're going to be so sick and tired of hearing my voice. That's why I'll pretty much change my voice on every hour. Maybe every 2 hours I'll just change who I am. It'll always be me, obviously, but sometimes I'll put on some accent or some sort of character to keep the entertainment value up. Because hearing the sound of my voice kind of starts to annoy me after a while. You whiny little bitch. Why don't you just get into the trade that you realize you've made a mistake in? I ask myself that every day. And the funny thing is, today, I actually did chase and still managed to make some money. But right now we're looking at, I'm still down for the day because it's funny how the big positions that I lost money on, the 20 centers or the 30 centers were the ones that I had a decent amount of shares on. And of course the price line, which I made almost 10 points on, you know, I only had 100 shares of that because we're not going to go crazy shorting Priceline. But the Netflix is what I want to get to talk to you about. The Netflix, if you haven't been watching the Netflix, it's a slowly dying, awful stock right now. It's come off 70 points off its high. You could take that into account that the whole market has collapsed. But Netflix has some issues right now, people. First of all, it's not a leadership stock anymore, okay? It's down when the market's up. It's up when the market's down. It's acting irrational. It's not a good stock anymore. As the panel hits new lows, to rub it in my face, you have to rub it in my face right while I'm doing the video. Is that what you have to do? I'm talking to inanimate objects right now. I'm talking to my screen. I'm a madman. He's a madman as it hit new lows. Shut up. Stop with your flashing red lights. I heard you. This is all the things that you will learn. Now, at $50 a month, that's absurd. For what I've done, and it's a funny thing, I talk about my secret double probation chat room. These guys in my chat room don't even care what I have to say anymore. It's like they know, they take it for granted. Whatever he says is gold. It's like they almost ignore me at this point. We need new blood. We need new guys to come in and be amazed. Whoa, holy crap, he really does do what he says. This is incredible. I've never seen anything like this before. It's like they're not even amazed. When I said, you know, you might want to be shorting panel here because I just covered for a 20-cent loss, and then the stock falls down 2 points. And it's like, they're not even fat. It's like, of course it did. That's what happens. The main thing is, you have to act on these impulses. You have to act on what I do and what I don't do. And there won't be a point where you're not going to know what I'm doing. I will be talking about it as basically as much as I can get this, however much of a delay we're on. I will be getting these information to you as much as quickly as possible because I am unlicensed. Apparently it is prohibited by law to dictate over the airwaves precisely what I'm getting into. But I'm just an individual investor out there in cyberspace. I can do whatever the fuck that I want to do, right? As the panel hits new lows and the market starts to roll over and craps itself. Uncertainty people still reigns supreme. And I'm fighting with people on the soda chat rooms right now. If there's anything I know, people, it's what a dead, disgusting stock looks like. Think about the stock that I fell in love with for all these years, Zolt. I know what it looks like. Panel. New lows. Soda. Soda is a broken stock now. And I know you're going to go through all the rigmarole of all those emotions. Oh, I can't sell now. I'm taking such a beating. My favorite one is, it's just a shakeout. It's just a shakeout, huh? Just a shakeout. They're getting out the weak hands. They're getting out the weak hands. The stock was $75. It's about to hit $35. The weak hands were out at $60. All right? You are now what we call a bag holder. You're a hope and a faith kind of guy. You're thinking that, oh, it's Christmas. The soda machines are going to sell really great during the Christmas season. That's going to help the stock. You got a broken stock, people. There's a point where you have to admit you bought into a stock that was a fad, and reality hit the stock, and now it is a dying stock. Okay? Now, again, I cannot condone shorting a stock that has just fallen from $75 down to $37. As much as I believe this is going to be a $20 stock before you know it, now the risk-reward it's not there anymore. There's more risk of this awful, disgusting, I don't have any more synonyms, but they could just squeeze it right back up. Now he's talking about the they. Who's the they? They could run it back up, people. That's what happens. That's what happens when you short stocks. Suddenly, they're running. Makes you nervous because in theory, in the back of your mind, you never know when the stock's going to stop going up. In theory, your loss is unlimited. You never want that. That's why we trade. We wait for these reversals, and we get in and we get out, and then who cares what happens the next day? Correct? As much as you want to participate in these gaps, and we're going to get to a game show that we're going to play called Name That Gap! All right, contestants, get ready to play Name That Gap! We'll play that game later. Because if you could pretty much guess where the market's going to gap the day before it does it, you could really make some super money, some crazy money. Because we've been having these, every other day we're gapping up or down 20, 30, 40 points on the NASDAQ. It's been wild.
Crazy stuff. This is crazy stuff. All right. I'm thinking of a number.
Panel, new lows. So I covered pretty much at the highs of the day. Congratulations to me. But I did short some Cena here, which is nice. Of course, it's a small lot because I don't like trading at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But here we are selling the hell off. All right, we're at 11 minutes right now. This video goes on way too long. But again, make sure you're ready. $50 a month, $500 for the year. We're going to be teaming up with another company, Shine's Room, probably. If you know David Shine, we're going to get into some cross-marketing. We have another website called daytradingjobs.com. Lots of things going on here behind the scenes, all a part of the Hit the Bid family. And again, all this can be yours for the low, low price of $50 a month. $500 for the year. And on a day like this, playing your cards right and embracing the horror properly, you could make that money all in one day. One day. Okay. First he swims, and then he jumps. And he swims, and then he jumps. There's going to be fish out there every day. Teach a man to fish. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he eats for a lifetime. I'm sure you heard that saying right now, right? You've heard that saying. But I'm gonna rebut. I'm going to debate that statement by saying I'm gonna hand you a fish every day, 3 fish sometimes, gutted, no bones, no head, no tail, little garlic, maybe a little white wine. Little parsley, fresh parsley. Maybe I'll throw some basil on it. Grill that thing up. Serve it with a side of the red or the white, whichever goes better with the fish. Maybe a little side order of carrots. That's what I'm going to do for you. And then it's your prerogative or whether or not to take my advice. Again, just a guy. Just a guy out there that's handing out advice. And when you're a part of us, you'll see. Because, I'll send you to one of my chat rooms. And the thing is, here's what happens. Let's say yesterday we had a few trades. It wasn't a super duper day, right? You come to the chat room, you sit there for 7 hours. All we're doing was we're making fart jokes all day. And you're like, what the hell did I just waste my day doing? But then the next day when you don't show up, we have 9 good calls in a row. That's the way it is. Today was ridiculous. We were 9 for 9. 9 for 9, people. I mean, it's just stupefying. Stupefying. All right, I'm going to go, and if you have any requests, I'd like to sing into my big, thick metal microphone here as I stroke it. Stroke my microphone. Ba-ba-ba-balls. Anyway, you're going to learn. You're going to learn, and to all my new subscribers, make sure you send me an email at jefferson@hitthebid.com so I can have you somewhere else other than a YouTube address. And for all the guys that I've been sending emails to, if you're getting emails from me now and you haven't heard from me in a while, it's just because I'm so backlogged, and basically all day I spend all day trading, and then I try to read the news, and next thing you know it's 6 o'clock and I'm going home and I've sent 3 emails. I love all of you, and I appreciate everybody that's watching, and this is just the beginning, because this is day 1 of my new life, okay? This is day 1. Every day is day 1, and I'm out to prove myself every day, day in, day out, and you're going to all profit from it. All right. See you guys later.